It is Friday morning over here, 9 a.m. Friday the 20th of March 2026. It's also Rosh Chodesh in the Jewish calendar. It is the 1st of Nisan, 5786. So it's 786 years since creation of the world. We should acknowledge that fact. So what I'm doing these days, sorry you haven't heard from me in a while. What I'm doing these days is working on mathematics. I kind of stopped posting music. I began again a few days ago, but I kind of stopped working on music. I'm spending most of my time doing mathematics, and since I'm done with P equals NP and the Riemann hypothesis, the next one is number theoretical. It is the Collatz conjecture, or the Syracuse problem as they call it. The statement of the problem is extremely simple, but it has a degree of randomness incorporated. There exists randomness in this problem, and so it's a little bit hard to decipher. It's a little bit hard to nail it down. What I'm hunting for, what I'm fishing for, is sieving processes. I'm trying to construct sieving processes, and from sieves, I'm trying to construct sequences that behave well. So when I say a sequence behaves well, that means the indices, there exists a corresponding pattern to each of the indices in the sequence. So yeah, so that this is how I'm approaching this problem at this point in time. Just create sieving processes and sequences out of them, and the indices should behave well on the sequence. And it's a little bit hard. It is a hard problem, so yeah, but I made some good progress. Most of the stuff that Wikipedia presents on this problem, I've kind of nailed it myself. I haven't tried cycles. I haven't tried the proof on cycles. I haven't looked into that one yet. But apart from that, I've tried many things that are on the Wikipedia article for this problem. But I wanted to speak to you about the 5 precepts of Buddhism. So, and they are: you shall not kill, you shall not steal, you shall not commit sexual misconduct, you shall not lie, and you shall not abuse of intoxicants. And that, by that I mean fermented liquor. So I wanted to say this much: a person that steals, so stealing and showing dishonesty, that's a frame of mind. And well, one steals to satisfy one of their needs. So one steals to satisfy their needs, and they think it's okay. Okay, that is a frame of mind, and it's a very, very bad frame of mind. One indulges in sexual misconduct in order to have a little bit of fun, in order to entertain. We are equating sex with entertainment these days. So, and it's far from that. Sex is far from being entertainment. We should get this very clearly in our heads. Sex is by far much more than entertainment. A person that lies, well, that's the hardest precept. I think I said that before. lying and staying truthful is very, very hard. Okay, so you know you're behaving immorally when somebody is asking you, what are you doing right now, and you're prompted at lying. Something inside you makes you lie about what you are doing right now. So I guess that's a good test for the morality of your actions, I guess. And drinking is a habit. It's very, very bad. It's bad, first of all, there's no alcohol in this city, as I said. It's all enhanced with substances that make you dependent on that alcohol. So and it's bad for your stomach. A person that has set a session or a zazenkai, their phenomenology is full on, their qualia is full on, so they would get addicted on alcohol very, very quickly. Okay, so then they would their health will decline very, very quickly due to their alcohol intake. But a person that steals, a person that commits sexual misconduct, a person that lies, and a person that's hooked on fermented liquor, they all have my compassion. Okay, I know it is said in the Talmud. The Talmud is clear on this one. You shall not be sympathetic to a sinner. You shall not have compassion towards a sinner in any given way. You shall not pity a sinner. Okay, that's in the Talmud. But all of these categories, they have my sympathy. The only ones that I call my enemy, and I call them straight up my enemy, are the people that hurt other beings on purpose. So that's, you shall not kill, and of course you shall not hurt other people on purpose. You shall not hurt other beings on purpose. Well, if you do that, then I call you my enemy.